Hey guys, Griff Hanning with CausePub, and I'm here with Kim Phillips, one of the authors of our Couch Rebels project. Kim, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good, doing well. Thanks for joining us. And I just wanted to ask you a few questions. First of all, to start off with, I know you've got a blog called The Pie Chronicles, and I wanted to ask you what you write about there, what you're passionate about, and just tell me a little bit more about you.
Okay. So the Pie Chronicles. So I've always loved to write. I've been, my third grade teacher, we used to write stories every week, and that really kind of sparked my love of writing. So as the mediums have changed through the years, obviously now I've adopted a blog. What I write about is stuff that's personal to me. So I'm a mom of three. I have three kids, 10, 8, and 4. And really having them really kind of changed my whole outlook on life. I grew up thinking, of course, like most kids, that I knew everything.
Yeah.
And then I had my first child, and I was brought to my knees and completely humbled by everything that I thought I knew, that I didn't know, and everything that he taught me. So, becoming a parent has taught me a lot about kids, but has also taught me just a lot about myself and life in general and people. So that's what I try to write about, things that are very personal, lessons that I've learned from my kids.
Excellent. So you found CausePub, and that seemed to be a pretty good fit. You could write about things
Yeah,
that really mattered within our book project.
yeah,
Yeah. Appreciate you doing that. So you wrote a story called "When I Grow Up, I Want to Be dot dot dot." So give
yep.
me without telling us what that story is all about. Give me kind of the story behind that story.
Okay. So I was 34 years old. I had two kids. I had a boy and a girl. By all definitions, that's the perfect family. The mom, the dad, the boy, the girl, the house in the suburbs. I come from a large family. I'm one of six, and I wanted to have another baby, and I just knew there was another baby waiting for me. I kept telling my husband, I just know I'm not done. I can just feel it. I can
Yeah.
feel everything in my being tells me we need to have another baby.
Yeah.
And I, again, had two kids. I've been doing this mother thing for 6 years. I got a little cocky thinking I knew everything once again.
Yeah.
And, then had this little boy, and he, again, brought me to my knees. I thought, my third child, now I'm an expert. I know what I'm doing. And he came with his own set of rules. He broke every single rule that I knew previously, and really, I had to start over.
Yeah.
But he needed a whole different kind of parent than the other two did, and everything that I knew was thrown out the window.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And I noticed you've probably got more comments than any other story out there. You got a lot of people just praising you for your story and putting that out there. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've really I've been really overwhelmed by the response.
Yeah.
Really overwhelmed. It's great though.
Yeah, well, cool. Thanks again for doing that. So, let's say I'm just getting started with a blog, or I want to write a CausePub story. Give me some advice on how to do that, and maybe to get rid of the fears that I have behind trying to get published in a book or something.
So I think it's interesting that you mentioned the word fear, because I think writing from the heart is definitely something that you need to overcome your fear to do it.
Yeah.
You're putting a lot out there. You're putting your whole vulnerable self out there for the whole
Mm.
world to see. Very personal feelings. But I think the blogs that we all like, the blogs that we all read and respond to and read all the time are the ones that are personal.
Yeah.
I've actually done some mentoring at my job, where I've helped people write blogs. And one of the first things when people do when they start writing is they go into kind of technical mode. They go back to their fifth grade rules, and they just become very technical.
Yeah.
And I always kind of say to people, I don't know what happens between, when you start to speak and then when you go to write, but there's a switch that people switch. And I always tell them, people want to hear you. They
Yeah.
want to hear, they want to hear it from the heart. And once you start getting too technical, you've lost them. So that's my big advice to people who want to start blogging. If you want to blog about something, just find a way to relate to your readers. Make
Yeah.
it something interesting and personal. Throw yourself out there. If you're a nerd, if you're, so what? Who cares? People are going to relate to you that way. So
Yeah.
that's what I've tried to help with people, people that I've helped get their blogs going. Really kind of personalize it. Make yourself, show yourself.
Yeah. Has there been a time where you've put yourself out there, been vulnerable, and maybe have been disappointed, you've gotten rejected, or you've had somebody not like you because of it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had people unfriend me on Facebook, which seems to be the thing to
The
do now.
ultimate, the ultimate sign of not
Yeah,
having friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I've had people, not understand my point of view, and people in this day and age, people are very brave behind their keyboards,
Yeah, for sure.
and can tend to get nasty. But I don't think it's made me regret
Yeah.
sharing anything, because the support far outnumbers the folks that are going to try to bring you down. So I try to just focus on the people who continue to lift me up.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, great advice. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. And thanks for
Yeah.
joining us today. And I appreciate you coming alongside us with this CausePub project. And hopefully we can make it happen here pretty soon with a published book.
Yeah, it's great. I'm so psyched that my friend who also submitted her story, she turned me on to it, so I'm really grateful. It's
Good.
been really fun.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much. Have a
All
good
right.
day, Kim, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.